Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilleys Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. We're going to do one cast today. Having an awful time with cameras today. There's that bird again. He's loud. I sent a recording to Mona Cherie because she's the birder. She said that was a Carolina. Carolina wren. Really stands out, very loud. Sounds like somebody's whistling at you, Jackson. It is Wednesday the 13th of May. They're running one unit, barely. I think it's less than one. Hardly any current at all. The resort's just right here. I've got a 32nd ounce sculpin and ginger jig with a brown head on, real small jig, 2-pound line. It's about 7 o'clock or so. I'm basically in the middle of the lake. I'm gonna do one cast. Really a nice day. It was kind of rainy and drizzly a little bit this morning. Sun came out midday. Just a real pleasant day. About 70 degrees. I'll tell you why I'm fishing here in a second. Maybe. No fish on one cast. Well, the stocking boat went by here today. Well, about midday. Dwayne texted me a picture of it and said they were just going by dumping fish. They don't get up here very often. Most of the fish are stocked from Branson down. They have a big pontoon boat with 2 big tanks, or not tanks, but troughs in them that they put the fish in. And then they go out the back end through a pipe so they can just run down the lake and, oop, that might have been a fish. They've been surfacing a little bit out here. Freshly stocked trout rainbows usually stay close to the surface, and they usually like to chase. It's the reason I'm fishing here, and it's the reason I'm fishing a small jig and keeping it close to the surface. Oop, one pulled at it. Oop, again, let's see if I can watch my line and catch one. Hit it again. He's really after it. Oh well. Yeah, you could come out here with a Cleo or rooster tail or something like that. They love to chase. You usually hit anything that's moving, anything that's flashy. There's one. Some of them are pretty small though. Saw one caught off the dock a second ago. It was about 6 inches. You can always tell this one's got the line around his gill. You can always tell the freshly stocked fish because they have kind of a purple tint to them. They're usually dark. Turn this a little bit. One just surfaced right there, so I'll probably catch him. Yep, they're smacking at it. Wonder if I could just throw out and reel it back real slow, they'll just hit it. Take the guesswork out of trying to feel the bite. Yeah, they're hitting it. They're not eating it, they're just hitting at it. Ah. There he is. My jig's probably a foot under the water. Taneycomo trout, when they're stocked, average 11.5 inches from the state. They don't control the federal fish that are put in from the hatchery in Neosho. There's another one. He's got a little more fight to it. Ah, he's been in the water. He's been in the lake for a little while. Nice silver fat rainbow. This is not a stocker. I mean, freshly stocked. They're all stocked. Even the bigger ones. I'm gonna hit my buoy. They usually don't stock this high up, mainly because when they stock them down lake, they naturally swim upstream. So a lot of those fish stocked, say at Monkey Island, will end up here or even higher. And those rainbows will kind of stay together for a while, for a couple of days maybe, I don't know. When you usually find one, you find a bunch. I'd have to look up the numbers because they changed the numbers last year on how many they stock each month. I think it's around 40,000 this month, 40 or 50. It could be more, it could be 60. Another way you could catch these fish is just put a jig under a float 2 or 3 foot deep, especially this time in the evening. They'll be up close to the surface, even the bigger fish will be. I'll let that one sink a little ways. You need a little bigger fish too. Yeah, that's another fish that's been in the lake for a while. Oops. Here's a guy fishing up in the trophy area today using a blue fox spinner. We used to carry those a long time ago. Probably should carry them again. They're a little more expensive than a rooster tail. But he was catching a lot of fish. Generally, it doesn't have any feathers on it. Usually it's just a bead and a spinner. Some of them have some sort of bucktail or feather on the tail. Like a rooster tail. They've changed the rain forecast. A lot less rain than they had forecasted last night for the week. They're only saying 2 inches of rain now for the next 7 days, so that's a nice change. Still supposed to get some rain this weekend, but it's not supposed to be that much. You see me pull my rod down? I just let it sink. I never saw the line. That's at the end of your cast and you're done. It's a good thing to just pop your, like, set the hook. That's what I did on that one. And he happened to be there. Oh, broke my line. Ouch. Yeah, I got my hook. Got my jig. Well, I'm about done. I'll throw this 1/8 ounce a little bit, work the bottom. Just for a minute. Of course, the 1/8 ounce jig drops a lot faster than the 32nd ounce jig. So I can throw it out there and it sinks the bottom pretty quick. It's about 10 feet out here, 10 feet deep. I'm gonna throw one more time. You never know what you're going to catch out here when you're throwing a jig. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all if you hooked a big brown or a brown out here. It's a great time of day to be fishing. Okay, I'll call it an evening. I got through it without my camera stopping. It's a plus. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow.